It's better to be a leader than a follower, is what I constantly was told growing up. In every situation I faced, that line flashed through my mind, igniting a fire inside me that allowed me to stand up and do what I thought was right. However, when I pictured what a leader looked like, I pictured people walking in a line behind a giant who barked orders to them in a selfish manner. I believe that a leader called the shots that would only benefit him or her, not the group. From studying in the Leadership and International Relations Specialty Center, I have come to notice that not all leaders look like the cookie-cutter picture that I had in mind years ago. There is no formula that can create the perfect leader. They can come from all different backgrounds and contain a vast amount of knowledge on completely different subjects. If every leader was the exact same, machine-produced and clean-cut, the possibilities a group could reach would be very limited. Even though the saying, "think outside of the box," is a classic, cliché line, it does apply in this situation. Cookie-cut leaders and their followers would be trapped inside of a box of their limited ideas and plans. However, that box gets smaller and smaller as more of the same leaders pile in, taking up space with their generic ideas and cliché tactics. We live in a time period where most people are too consumed in their technology and fast-paced lives to step back and consider what they are truly passionate about and what they really believe in. Most people live their lives, day by day, the exact same routine way, never daring to take one step off track. Henry David Thoreau was an advocate of this statement. He is famous for isolating himself completely to reach an inner state of creativity and individuality. He believed that people's greatest ideas were discovered while relaxed and alone, without having any outside opinion involved. I also used to believe that a leader is someone who never made mistakes, who always knew the right path to take that would lead to success. However, I have come to learn that failure can mold people into the best leaders. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before successfully creating the light bulb. If he gave up after the fourth or fifth time facing failure, imagine how different our lives today could possibly be. Edison used his failures to motivate him, which is exactly what a leader should do. Every single person will be faced with obstacles that are not going to be easy to conquer. However, the leaders are the ones who are driven to stay on their feet, jumping high enough to climb over. If leaders trembled at the sight of obstacles and are all the same, are they truly leaders? A good leader must consist of determination and individuality, and must also have passion. Would you rather follow a person who speaks positively on a subject, however does not seem to love it, or follow a person who radiates when he or she speaks on behalf of the subject and reflects his or her ideals in everyday life? Personally, one of the biggest leaders in my life is Rachel Fry, who is also my Young Life leader. Rachel welcomed me into my first club with arms wide open and a smile so bright that it was the only subject I could focus on. After hearing Rachel speak on behalf of the Lord with such compassion and love towards Him, I was hooked. She lives her life welcoming every person who passes by her with love, and it's hard to not feel God when I talk to her. She is an amazing leader because no matter what people will tell her, she will stand by her beliefs. Reflecting back on my vision of a leader when I was younger, a leader should not be perceived as a giant who orders his or her followers around. Leaders should act as a backbone to his or her group of followers, always being there as support and pushing the group toward success. Rachel Fry is a perfect example of this ideal. Instead of acting superior to the group, she refers to every student she meets as her friend and makes an effort to get to know him or her on a deeper level. By connecting this way, Rachel doesn't put herself on a pedestal. Rather, she is on the ground with the rest of her followers. From her, I have come to realize that an inspirational leader is one who the followers can relate to and aspire to be like. Leaders guide and inspire rather than force and drag along.